this game. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. Just make sure. All right, sorry. The sound just stopped for a second, and my heart froze. I was like, oh no. Oh no, please do not kick me out of this game. I would love to watch this game.
Brings me back to Broodor days with the countdown clock stopping.
Oh yeah, it just stops, and then everybody just starts like on lag, and
then you want to kick somebody, and we start scapegoating everybody. The good old days.
All right, guys, let's get on into this game. Spawning down here in the bottom left-hand corner, it is MaSsan from Team Fortnite. He is going to be our red ZerG player.
And up here in the top right corner, currently up 1 game over his opponent from Team MVP, we do have Sniper as our blue ZerG.
ZerG, such a gross race.
I feel like red is the appropriate color, to be honest. Red or purple, just
purple. Yeah, I think purple. I think purple's a really good ZerG color, especially because it melts in with the creep. You know. But, you know, we're not really seeing, once again, nothing too crazy coming out here. No 6 pools, kind of upsetting.
You know, it's something people always say, oh, you're up 1 game, why not take a risk? You don't need to. Sniper's in a great spot. He can win in the mid game. He did a great job macroing the first game. He was able to apply pressure, feign aggression, and actually tech past it. So I don't see why Sniper would go for any sort of risk. I want to know what kind of tech he's going to go for this game. Mutalisks are decent on this map. It's really hard to micro them, but I think we're going to see more of the Roach Hydra composition.
Yeah, the Roach Hydra composition, or at least the Roach Infestor composition, is very prevalent on this map. In fact, I've seen a couple of maps where nobody attacks each other. They just kind of build up until they have the Roach Hydras and hope that their engagements are going to be absolutely on point against their opponents. But interestingly enough, this is one thing I really want to note, given MaSsan's style so far, is that he actually went for the minute and 30 earlier GLHF.
See, I think that really comes down to your strategy, because if he's going to go for some sort of aggression, you want to say the GLH, good luck, have fun as soon as possible to throw your opponent off to thinking, oh, okay, he's being a gentleman, he's being proper, he's not going to do anything mean. But now, when you delay it a little bit, that just kind of shows what his mindset is. Yeah,
well, I mean, that was the first game. He delayed it a lot, you know? You're just kind of like, and then he came out at the 2 minute and 30 mark with that, and that's one of those build orders you got to watch out for.
I know.
One of those manner orders, I guess.
That's why I turn
and of course, it's like BattleNet, you know, when you have some guy who just keeps talking to you a whole bunch, you're just like, okay, this guy is definitely putting photon cannon somewhere or 6 pooling or something. It's like, hey, how's it going? Oh, look, you're typing while my 6 lings are in the middle of your face. But yeah, so far nothing really too crazy coming out here. You know, both of them pretty much doing a mirror builds. We have gases going down for both of them. MaSsan's a little bit later, but we have queens and natural hatcheries coming out.
You know, it's one of my favorite things to see on this map is when players opt to go for a really quick third without the appropriate units to defend, and then they try and hold at the top of the ramp at the third. It's such a it's such a cool spot to see people try and hold, because there's 2 points they can get hit from. They can hit from the west or the south, depending on which side of the map you're on. And it's really cool to see sometimes when players hold with the most amazing things, especially when it's buildings that are blocking out a lot of units. So it's something we could see, but probably
it is something we could possibly see. I mean, ZvZ, it's a little bit difficult unless it's the natural and you have that really nice Sim City and you played Sim City since you were a small child, you know, and you're really good at it. There's not really too much walling off you could really do as a ZerG player, but you know, we'll have to see what MaSsan's going to be up to, because I feel like he's a little bit more of the defensive style player. As we were watching last game, he was playing very defensively. He didn't really poke out of his own base actually ever, if I recall correctly. MVP Sniper was just pretty much in his natural base pretty much the entire game.
So speaking of SimCity, what was your favorite destruction feature from SimCity?
The giant metal spider robot thing in like SimCity 2000. That thing was awesome.
I like the UFO. I thought the UFO was pretty cool. I like the sounds.
The volcano was always very scary. Because it could erupt anywhere at any time, and you wouldn't even know about it.
No puns? I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I got like 3 or 4 minutes.
I got nothing.
So we do have 10 Zerglings on the way, actually 12 Zerglings on the way from Sniper, along with the Baneling Nest. He's going to time it out with speed again. So we might see a similar aggression from the first game, actually.
Yeah, it's very possible. I don't know if Sniper's going to be able to get away with, you know, the very small aggression that's going to force MaSsan to be very defensive again. Last time, MaSsan, I probably took note of the fact that this isn't really any type of aggression. You know, it looks like aggression, but it's not really. And so I don't know if MaSsan's going to be as incredibly defensive as possible. The speed did just finish up here for Sniper.
Well, he did actually see with that amazingly positioned Overlord. MaSsan did see this coming again, so he's definitely going to get the SimCity wall up. Hopefully, jeez, that was so close.
That was...
Sniper is going to start trying to break down the wall, and yes, he does. He's going to try and break into the natural, going up to the main. Speed is just about to finish for MaSsan, but there is a huge Zergling advantage for Sniper. If he runs off with a couple, and we could make some Banelings in the main, but right now I think we're just going to get streamed Zerglings from Sniper, picking off quite a few drones, and now he's going down to the natural as well.
Yeah, and this is one of those things where I was just about to say, it's possible that Sniper does this a lot often just because, in case somebody just gets a little bit too greedy, he does get a large win out of this. Because even then, it's still not a lot of Zerglings, and he's not even following it up with a lot of Zerglings either. This was just supposed to be a little bit of a poke mission that turned out to be like, accidentally, winning the war. Not as drastic, of course, because he really didn't get that many worker kills. He only did get 3, but that Baneling did not connect on those Zergling.
So Sniper followed this up with a Roach Warren, and we do have 3 Roaches in production. MaSsan this time getting the quicker layer. Actually, he knew from the first game, hey, my opponent is doing this. He's feigning this aggression. He's going to go for a quick layer. But this time, MaSsan's the one who's going to get his layer, getting a Roach Warren as well. Sniper does have a few more Roaches in production, and I'm wondering if this is going to turn into aggression here. I mean, 5 Roaches at this point. I don't see how this could not turn into aggression.
Yeah, but I think MaSsan's going to be able to get up as many Roaches as possible. I mean, he did just finish up the. He's about to finish up the Roach Warren, so it's going to be a little bit, a little bit tougher. But he will have the defender's advantage of having those Roaches spawn exactly at his natural. So hopefully he'll be able to hold this off. A lot of Zergling moving around, trying to scout out on the third base, and yes, he will be able to force a cancel here. A couple of Banelings coming in, but they won't be in time.
Oh, they might be actually. The hatchery is still able to. It's reproducing at a faster rate than the Zerglings are killing it off. And now MaSsan is going to completely defend this. But now there are 14 Zerglings in production for Sniper, and I think we might have a little bit of a Baneling bust on the SimCity of MaSsan here.
Yeah, it looks like there's more and more Banelings coming in here. Now the Roaches. So many Roaches have started coming out here. They are just going across the map very slowly. It's just a pain train on the way. Choo-choo! Here come the Roaches, and they're going to pound down on your natural, and if not, take down the third at least. Here come those Banelings now coming around, wrapping around from the third base. A really close connect once again. Sniper missed another really good connect. Now here comes a whole bunch of Zergling, and actually did trigger a whole bunch of bad Baneling hits there. But as the Roaches do come in here, they have a huge concave. And it looks like those Roaches will be able to clean up a lot of MaSsan's Roaches. 87-74 in the food supply count right now. And all of MaSsan's Roaches are getting acidified.
Yeah, Sniper has a huge advantage here. Of course, there's a lot of drones surrounding him now, so MaSsan may actually hold here. Supply differential is only 8, and it looks like 9 Roaches are in production for MaSsan. He does have speed on the way, but Sniper's following this up very nicely. He does have an Evolution Chamber and a layer, so this is definitely not an all-in as of yet. Actually, he does have 8 more Roaches in production, but I don't think it matters because Sniper is just ravaging the natural right now, taking out drones left and right. The last few Roaches of MaSsan are going to fall down to 60 supply, and I think Sniper might actually break the ramp into the main.
Yeah, it looks like MaSsan is just going to be able to defend this, but at what cost? 18 workers have been killed at this point by Sniper. So those poor little drones now up in drone heaven.
There's a drone heaven?
Oh, there's a drone heaven.
Is that where the good ones go or the bad ones go?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
All of them.
You never know. And it looks like Sniper's trying to retreat, but MaSsan does have Roach speed, so he's able to keep up with them. But here come the reinforcements of Sniper, and so now MaSsan is forced to go back. There's a 20 supply differential right now. I believe majority of it is actually drones, though.
And he's got this third base, but he doesn't have any type of drones to come up. It looks like he is going to start droning back up again, but with only so many forces out right now, we can already see that the supply differential is really starting to take hold, as it's 100 to 76. That's a 25 or 20. Now it just keeps changing. 30. Let's say 30. Give or take, plus or minus. That's really just going to start, kind of start tumbling down and really turning into a bad game for MaSsan again. But once again, we saw him really even out the food supply count in a really bad engagement by Sniper last game. So hopefully he can get a really good engagement once again.
Yeah, no infestation pit, no Hydralisk den yet. Both players are just opting to get 1-1. Sniper's starting to get caught up, trying to get the Roach speed out for himself. And Sniper still hasn't taken a third here. So this is interesting. He's losing his advantageous position right now by not doing so, unless he wants to apply another wave of aggression and try and just finish the series off right now.
Now there is an Overseer hanging out here at the third base. The Queen finally getting her way all the way over there just to put down a nice little larva inject and then start shooting down that Overseer. But is Sniper going to be
No.
Ballsy enough to go right on up here. We do have the same upgrades as last time.
And the
it's
natural as
0-1
well.
and 1-0. And oh, yes,
Yep,
the natural
there it
has
is.
been attacked by a whole bunch of roaches. There's a roach infestation, and we need a bit of... Oh, no, the Exterminator himself, MVP Sniper, doing so much aggression everywhere. But it looks like MaSsan does not have enough to hold off. Now here comes the natural roaches coming in once again, just sniping out more and more of those drones and getting another concave set up on MaSsan's roaches.
Sniper also has a +1 advantage. That's what's bringing this back so much more. MaSsan is down 40, 50, about 30 supply now. It looks like it's starting to even out, but Sniper with that +1 is helping him out so much. Still building roaches, no zergings. 31 workers have been killed by Sniper right now. That push into the middle was what really pushed it over for him. 8 more roaches in production. I think these upgrades are just killing it for Sniper right now. He's actually going to win this engagement where I thought for sure MaSsan had the higher roach count.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I think MaSsan just got caught into a couple of bad positions there, and that was allowing Sniper to really get into that really nice concave that is so incredibly crucial in these roach engagements. And he's been saving all of his, like a small handful, task force. That's what I was looking for. Small task force of roaches just to run around and kill drones. You can look at the naturals completely emptied out and everything else. The Sniper is just way too strong in this matchup. We're gonna...
Yeah.
Actually, that's it. That's 2-0. 2-0.
What's so funny is Sniper left the third base alive of MaSsan at 1 HP, and I'm wondering if he did that so that he was forced to produce units off the larva, so that when they spawned, they would instantly get killed by Sniper's roaches that were sitting there. I may be overlooking it, but at the same time, I mean, he's from MVP, so you never know.
These amazing strategies and tactics that, you never thought were possible. Like, would somebody really think about that?
I don't know.
At one point or another, some pro has thought about it and determined whether or not it was really worth it.
Well, it definitely won him the series there. He actually takes the series out 2-0. So we're 2-0, 2-0, 2-0.
Yeah, we've only had 6 matches, and nobody's been winning against the victor here. So anyway, guys, I'm Sham2.
And I'm Jay Morrow.
And you can catch us on Twitter at Sham2 and at JMorrowPro. You're pointing to your...
It's pointed to my... I can't lift it, so I might as well just point to it.
Anyway, but you can catch us on Twitter, of course, and you're going to catch us in the next round as well. We're going to be on here for a little bit longer.
Yep.
We'll get you those information of what the next round is going to be. And stay tuned, guys. We're going to run to a quick ad.
Yeah, so we'll get some updates as well.